ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Leaves it with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the... And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The ball's headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And down he goes. The deepest bringing the heat. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
Here's a little room there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield. It's Fleming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. You've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Running inside, it's Jackson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Now, 4th down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Fletcher. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the single back. Could be an alley. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got enough for the first. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
On the direct snap, it's Charles. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they're finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
That is how it's done on third down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Big on big. Man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught behind the line. It's Fleming. And he'll be brought down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Charles. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. To the air on first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed.
Set
2 yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Vols will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
On the direct snap, it's Charles. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. You could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Now on the move. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
Oh, that was a pretty